Today's episode is brought to you by NordVPN.
Head on over to nordvpn.com/rogue and use promo code ROGUE at checkout. Get 75% off and a bonus free month. You're welcome. Did you ever play a video game at like one of those traveling carnivals where it's like, you know, they set up a tent and they throw an arcade up there and then you walk up and you're going to play, one of the shoot 'em up games or whatever. The FBI thing comes on there and it says, attention, if you are playing this arcade game anywhere but Japan, you are committing a crime.
What?
Have you not noticed that?
I would have run.
Because they like have them licensed for different regions. Same thing with like Dance Dance Revolution machines, because like all the good ones they import from Japan. But it's like, you are committing a crime. And I'm like, dancing's not a crime.
Are you like Footloose? Were you Kevin Baconing? Do you like fight dance like in a warehouse with
Hysteria.
Bypassing geo-restrictions to buy stuff.
All right, well, you're here with Shannon Morse of Hack 5 and Tech Thing. Shannon, thanks for joining us.
Shannon, you're the best person on the planet. All right, so the whole idea we wanted to play with is getting stuff that you're not allowed to get, whether it's region locked, whether it's geographically improbable. There's a lot of examples that you are not able to buy stuff.
A lot of us don't realize that in the age of information, you think that everything is available to you all the time. And largely that's true, but there are still things that are like region locked that you're only allowed to get in Japan or only allowed to get in its country of origin. But you've got a way around that.
I've got a workaround that I figured out and I'm here to share it with you too because I am an otaku.
That's a medical condition, right?
You're gonna need to explain that.
It's a derisive term applied to Westerners that are in love with Japanese culture?
Pretty much, especially if you're like an anime and manga fan.
Is there a difference between an otaku and a weeaboo?
Yes.
Oh.
There is.
Is there a difference between anime and manga?
Yeah.
Oh, well, duh. Wait,
I didn't know that.
You didn't know?
Oh, I just saw like Akira for the first time like a few months ago.
Well,
Wait, really?
cartoons and comics.
Oh, one is cartoons, one is comics.
Yeah, exactly.
Got it.
So what's the difference between a weeaboo and a otaku then?
One is more cultured and respected, the other is not.
Got it. One is more derisive a term than the other. Got
Exactly.
it. So give us an example of something that you can't buy in America direct from Japan and how you get around it.
There's a lot of things that you can only buy if you have like a Japanese address, and one of the things that I've run into is buying Japanese jewelry. There's a lot of different companies that do like Sailor Moon collaborations, and I really want that Sailor Moon jewelry collaboration.
Sure.
You know, I want the whole thing. So I ended up having to figure out how to give myself a shipping address in Japan, which in turn would ship stuff to me here in America, because I can't necessarily go to Japan all the time.
So I guess the analog would be, in a perfect world, you would have a friend who happens to live in Tokyo who would order on your behalf and then send it to you, and you would PayPal them the cash or whatever. Set up some kind of middle person.
There's 3 different options that you can normally run into if you want to buy something overseas. You have a really nice friend who will buy stuff for you and then ship it to you. That can be kind of expensive. You have a personal shopper who will probably charge you a percentage and then go out and physically buy things for you and then ship it to you. Also expensive. Alternatively, you can get a forwarding address in whatever country you want to buy stuff from, and then they will have a warehouse and they will ship stuff to you for a cheaper price.
So you're talking about like a VPN for physical
It's like
stuff.
a real life VPN.
This is great, and I'm gonna guess the second part is you probably use a VPN and a physical VPN.
That's right, I do.
And this is all just above board. You're just ordering like commercially available but region locked jewelry.
Yeah.
This isn't like you're smuggling some sort of tiara from the shogunate or anything like that.
Well, not yet.
Not yet.
We're working up to it. It's early days. Okay, so what do you want to do to set up one of these virtual addresses, and how expensive is it?
The first thing you need to do is find a company that you trust and that you really want to work with. So I decided to go with this company called Tenso Japan because I was doing a whole bunch of price comparison shopping between all these different forwarding address shippers, if you will.
How do you start searching for that? You search for, I want to buy...
You just look up like forwarding address country of interest.
Okay.
So for me it was forwarding address Japan, and I got a slew of options, but they were rather expensive. So I decided to go with this one called Tenso, which charges around 10 to 20 bucks per package that they send you.
And so you can do this for not just Japan, but for whatever target country that you're shopping from.
Yeah, absolutely. For example, there's a whole bunch of these forwarding addresses in America too, for international shoppers.
But you have to make sure how trustworthy they are, because some of these can be scams. I
Yeah,
imagine.
you definitely have to read some reviews and make sure that they are safely packaging your things and that they offer some kind of insurance.
Okay, so you find a website, you go ahead and sign up, you commit to 15, 20 bucks per package or whatever. Then I assume you get a VPN of some variety. They're basically magical internet tunnels that make it look like you're in
Right.
the local country, and you just act like this is your home address?
Pretty much, yeah. So for example, I love this website called Qpot and Qpot Cafe. Unfortunately, their website normally redirects you to the international shop whenever you log in from the US. So I logged in through my VPN in Japan so that I was automatically redirected to their domestic Japanese shop instead. So I could purchase a whole bunch of jewelry from this Qpot Japan website and have it shipped to my forwarding address, which is over at Tenso Japan, their warehouse.
So do you have to worry about, if you're using credit cards, there's that whole, your home address is not the address that you're shipping to. Is that a case where you want to use a third party like PayPal or something?
PayPal, yeah. PayPal is the answer for that, especially if they look at your shipping and your address for your credit card and they deny the payment, which can happen, then PayPal would be a really good answer.
All right, so what do you bought?
Yeah, let's see.
Spill it.
You want to see what
Spill
I
it.
bought? Okay,
Yeah.
so
Ice Cream Moon insulation bag.
So don't
Are
look
you
at the
going to
prices.
space?
Ice Cream Moon is the least of the popular Sailor Moons.
Is that an actual
Ice
Sailor
Cream?
Moon character?
ignore the prices since that ends up being around $1,000.
Oh my goodness!
Yeah,
Pretty
there's
Guardian Ice Cream
necklaces.
Hair Rubber Moon. What is with the ice cream stuff?
Oh, that's a scrunchie for my hair.
Okay, of course.
Phantom Silver Crystal Part Dew Flui necklace, okay.
Yes.
Usagi Dream Sugar Cookie Bag Charm. Do these mean anything, or is it just like word salad?
Somebody has a Victoria's aphasia where just
I'll
nonsense
be
comes
honest,
out.
if you were an otaku, you would understand.
I would totally get all of this.
None of these are available in the United States on the international version.
No, they're not. If you want to buy them from a United States seller, or if you want to get them shipped normally without a address in Japan, you would have to go to eBay, and then you would be charged twice as much.
I was just about to
Wait a
say
minute.
that. I bet we could look up one of these on American eBay
Yeah.
and find just some outrageous pricing.
That tells
You wanna
me
do
there's
it?
a business opportunity here. You could be an importer.
Modern Rogue is over. We're gonna start selling Sailor Moon necklaces, man.
We're gonna
right here.
Get ready
Yes.
for flashlight, turbo, snail face, cathartic,
I gotta
revelation.
write this down. I gotta write this.
Bracelets.
Snail phase revelation bracelets. Now
Cathartic.
available on scamstuff.com.
Here's a perfect example for you.
Eternal tear necklace.
So Eternal Tear necklace, which is supposed to say Eternal TR necklace, but Chrome didn't
They're just crying
decipher it
constantly.
correctly. But
These are my eternal tears.
this one's normally, the USD conversion is about $200.
Okay.
If I go over here and look up the same thing, it's $550.
We're gonna make so much money.
Yep.
Economists have a term for this. It's called arbitrage. It means a genuine inefficiency in the market that you can take advantage of by being a first mover in here. You're welcome, future millionaires.
Yeah, and one of those, if you go back, so that one is from like Kingdom Hearts or something, and that's the Light of Elendil. It's like you can get like magical things from this other kingdom far away.
What do you consider your biggest score you've ever made using this method?
So that would probably be Studio Ghibli tickets that I purchased straight from the supplier in Japan.
Do they do like a tour?
You get on the cat bus and everything.
There's a museum in Tokyo, Studio Ghibli Museum in Tokyo, that you can go to and you can spend hours there, and it's amazing. It's a great experience. Unfortunately though, they only give out about 100 tickets to international sellers, so it's very hard to purchase a ticket.
Nice.
And they only allow them on the 10th of the month, every single month, for an allotted amount of tickets 3 months ahead of time.
You have to wait till the moon is full, and then a wood spirit comes
Yeah,
forward, and you sing a little
basically.
song, and then they give you the tickets.
Basically. So I was really upset because I had no clue how to get these tickets because they were always sold out internationally. What am I going to do? Well, I will use my VPN to pretend that I'm in Japan so
Right.
that I can purchase the tickets from the actual supplier in Japan as opposed to going through an international seller. So if I wanted to buy them in America and there were some available, I totally could. I could go to JDB and then go to the Ghibli Museum Mitaka ordering website and pay $15 for a ticket.
Yeah.
However, if I'm bringing 6 people with me, I don't want to spend $15 on a ticket when
Sure.
I could go to the Japanese website and spend 1,000 yen on a ticket. That's about $9 USD.
So get your conversion rates right. Make sure that you're doing your math correctly.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you could end up on the losing end, like real
Very
bad.
true.
This is perfect because this is a case where it's
Yeah.
a non-physical good, because I assume it's just will call. I guess you can use
You
the
don't
address.
have to have the forwarding address US, they do ask you for a postal code, and then they will check it against your VPN and make sure you're actually in Japan, or else the website errors out. I ran into this.
Is the brilliant part. The idea of
They were blocking US addresses from actually being able to access the website.
It's as though you're a hacker. That's amazing.
Oh, yes. So after I purchased the tickets on the website, and I used PayPal again for this too, I ended up going into a convenience store in Tokyo and I printed out my tickets right there.
So using this technique, you could get stuff that you're not supposed to get. You
Yep.
can get better prices, but most importantly, when you're actually in the country, you get to get pricing as though you're a local,
Yep.
even though you're not. Dude, that's a 3-for-1. This is really good stuff.
When you show up with the Japanese purchase ticket, but it's clear that you're not a local, do they just whisper and then maybe send security after you?
It does help if you have a friend that's Japanese with you whenever you're going to the convenience store to pick up your tickets, because then they can just talk in Japanese and be like, hey, can we get these tickets?
And
Here's
you're like,
the receipt.
I'm just a cool person who doesn't talk a lot. All right, where can people see so much more of these amazing hacks and tips?
So I'm actually going to do a whole walkthrough about how to buy the Studio Ghibli Museum tickets over on my website, which is youtube.com/Shannon Morse.
Awesome.
So if you go over there, around the 10th of the month is when I'm going to buy the tickets, and I'll show you exactly how to go through the whole walkthrough.
And that's MORSE, right?
Yep, that's
Got it.
right, just like Morse code.
But you are also available everywhere else, like we said, on Hack5 and TechThing. Anything else you want to promote?
At Snubs on Twitter, SNUBS.
There you go.
Thank you so much, Shannon. This is awesome.
Thank you.
Dude, an episode on international secret shopping. What perfect fit for our sponsor, NordVPN.
This is the way to do it.
I mean, you're teleporting to the other side of the world. You can go anywhere, be anything, and feel secure the entire time.
Keep it all under a blanket of privacy.
And super, super fast.
Do you leave yours on like all the time still?
Yes, I do.
It's on my laptop and it's on my phone. My wife uses it on her phone and on her laptop.
Most amazing to me is they made the discounts even bigger for our fans.
75% discount for 3 years.
Yeah, dude, that's like $2.99 a month. Plus, you get a bonus month free if you use promo code ROGUE at checkout. That's ROGUE. Just head on over to nordvpn.com/rogue. Before you know it, you'll be teleporting over to Japan and getting all the kawaii everything you want.
Yeah, use that military-grade encryption. Keep yourself secret. Keep all of your stuff private.
Nobody has to know that you love Hello Kitty.
Nothing wrong with that.
You love Hello Kitty.
But if
She's always saying hello and talking about how she's a cat. This is what she does.
you made it weirder, so easily you do that.
NordVPN.com/rogue. What did you say? Put it in stealth mode?
Stun.
Stun.
Yeah.
Set him to stun.
Phasers on stun.
It's a Star Wars thing.
No, it.
Star Trek!
Man, I fell for that because I was like, no, it. Hang on.
We're not friends anymore.
That was great. That was great.